What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up.
Down to the reading.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's morning time.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is up? Wake up, wake up. It's the morning. MP, how you doing? Dan, what's going on? How is everybody doing this morning? It is Thursday. MP, brother, it's Friday. We ride. We just got to get this one out of the way and it's off to the fam. Best day ever. If you haven't switched to the 4-day work week, make that your 2026 goal. It's just better. You know, just do it. Just do it. Thank me later. Guys, I don't know if you heard. I don't know if, look, tell me how this sound comes through for you guys because after yesterday's show wrapped up, I've been having these little feelings about how much Ryan puts into his new afternoon show. But so I tried myself to make one of these sound assets, to match his. This one's cool. I love this
Down
one.
to the
Right?
reading.
Do the reading, right? It doesn't come through clear to me on my end. I sometimes I hear her say Dom, sometimes I don't. And then I spent a lot of time, me, my phone, ChatGPT, the computer, trying to get this one in there. And same thing, it doesn't come through all the way clear. So tell me what you hear, tell me what you don't
What's up,
hear.
bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
So for me, it doesn't say what's up, bitches. It like starts with itches. And then it says at the end, it's the morning time. And it like cuts it off. Whereas like the actual audio file that I spent so much time cropping, like it says all of those things. It's just weird. To me, it's weird and it's frustrating. Anyways, 4-day work week is the GOAT. Perfect. GM Greek Mike, how you doing, buddy? What's up, bitches? Yeah, that's what it's supposed to say. I absolutely love that clip of Ryan. I don't know what he was on. It was Celsius. I know what he was on that morning, but he came in and yeah, he he lit Jason and I up, and it was a really fun show. And so I screenshot record saved that, and it's been something I've been wanting to do. So I guess you could say Ryan doing his afternoon show and creating his own media assets just helped me get over the hump and try to do something. I mean, I don't know if you guys have tuned in, but this dude's going all out. I absolutely love this one because the sound, like it's his voice at the end. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if I can get it to work. It was being weird.
Well, you don't see that every day.
Well, you don't see that every day. Jason, you're on mute. Have a great day. What's up, Bukes? Good morning.
Morning. Or
Hey.
did Ryan spend all night doing assets or something? Was that you?
He did that one, and the voice at the end cracks me up. I got this one ready. So do you hear this one? Here it goes. This is the one I spent all morning yesterday, and it was a pain in the butt.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
But like it was coming over weird. Like I was having it's one of those things where I put my request into Chat GPT and I'm like, hey, I want to take this video file and I want to on my phone. I was very specific, and I want to just extract the audio only in and put it into StreamYard. And it would like say, this is what you need to do. And then I'd do it. And I'd be like, that didn't work. And it's like, oh, you're on the new iOS system. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm a normal human. Um, and then so like we went through it like, 5 different sequences, and I finally got it. But then when I cropped it down to just the words I wanted, like I tried to take out just try to make it nice and simple. I When I play it through StreamYard, I don't hear the whole audio file. My nice friends in the chat are telling me that they hear the whole audio file, so I'm hopeful. I'll listen to the playback and and confirm, but it seems to cut. Like it doesn't start at the right time. Damn it. But anyways, how you doing?
So you're wrestling, figuring out how to make assets. It sounds like good.
Yep.
I'm glad you're doing that because that's always been on my list. And I've never gotten to it. So
Yeah,
thank
there's
you.
so much more we could do here.
Thanks for putting the time in for that.
And Ryan just like spits this stuff out like like in between doing ab sets and making protein shakes. So,
And packets of Celsius powder. It's
but
probably
now
how.
he only focuses on the afternoon show. We're the redheaded stepchild. He's gone. He's on to bigger paths. He's got a co-host, like the most sought after co-host in VFriends world.
I don't
So
know,
yeah.
Dom. I think you're the most sought after co-host, and I have you. I won.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate the sentiment is returned.
I think you have to give yourself some credit, Dom. I mean, I know, I'm sure you are, but
y'all
yeah.
right here.
See, Mike.
Thank y'all.
Yes,
Thank y'all.
Mike. Thank you. We get it started.
Thank y'all. I was fishing for compliments today. I'm just kidding.
Lay it on. Dom needs some love, y'all. Give him some hugs.
I don't, man. It's Friday. It's a good day. I had a very solid week of work. Lots of really good meetings and moving forward. Yesterday, got home like got a lot done yesterday in like a 3-hour workday, like in the field 3 hours, and then went home super early. Had some alone time with my wife before we went and got and picked the kids up. I took a carload of my in-laws' belongings for them. Like just was firing yesterday, and so feeling good going into today. Gonna hopefully do lunch beers with the gentleman, um, and finish the week out strong to have a nice 3 days at home with the family. It is a holiday on Monday, I think, but I am working, so.
Yeah, we have that day off too. I'm struggling a little bit this week. My neck is absolutely killing me. Fell asleep on the couch last night. Woke up at 3.
Ooh.
Not the best way to do it.
That's the worst way to try to
Yeah.
already having neck trouble, then fall asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
That's a young man's game, bro.
In fact,
We
I'm
old.
gonna sit. I'm gonna sit. I'll be right back with you guys. Just bear with me here.
Dom's Friday, yeah.
It's like my neck is getting like worse. So body is feeling 2 out of 10. Mentally, 7 out of 10, I guess.
Yeah.
Fell asleep. I watched this new series, which I actually ended up really liking. It's 11/20. Totally forgetting the date. It's about like it's a Stephen King story. A guy is able to go back in time to prevent it, and then things that happen because of that.
Oh,
It was better than I thought it would be. So
nice.
that's my daily that's my recommendation. Today feels like Friday for me. We had our first soccer practice for Kier last night, indoor, and I was wiped. I was absolutely wiped at the end of it, and I'm totally feeling like it's Friday right now, and it's not. So a little bit on the struggle bus. Didn't have a Celsius. That's
Oh
probably
man,
most.
that's the real problem right there.
Yeah. But I did like today's reading. And I'm glad that I pushed
Time
and
to
got
the
it.
reading.
And I do remember indoor soccer, Mike Walls, but it was in like an elementary school because like we have to. Yeah, when you do this like in the winter and you need an indoor space, you have to like register with the district to get a building, so you're allowed to go
Hmm.
in there. And the the head coach Steve, it's like we were thinking of schools and we were like, yeah, this school should be good, and he ended up getting one, and the space is like half the size that we remember it being. It's literally like we're like in it's a carpeted elementary gym that it's very tiny, very tiny. So not a whole lot of sprinting. We can kick, but that's about it. So we're working with it, but it was fun. It was good to get back together. Thankful for that. Kristen's coaching this year, so we got some
Oh,
female
nice.
on the coaching staff, which I think the girls will like.
Oh,
So
cool.
it was kind of cool. The whole family was there.
Look at you guys, husband, wife coaching,
Yeah,
the other kids watching.
didn't
It's really
didn't
cool.
think we would ever be there.
How did the younger kids do? Like watching their sister?
Uh, Probably as you'd expect. Like, we brought them snacks. They're like running back and forth in the gym, sometimes getting in the way, but
Yeah.
nothing. I mean, I'm glad they're there. I'm glad they're seeing these things and growing up
Yes.
with it and normalizing mom and dad doing things together. So, yeah,
Yep.
10 out of 10 experience. Today's about
That's
imposter syndrome. I remember talking
proud.
about this last year. Do you remember this conversation last year?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Sometimes they all blend together.
Oh yeah, they all
Good
blend.
morning, Profit. Like, in fact, I don't even remember it. Like, I just read it like 15, 20 minutes ago, and I didn't even remember it saying imposter syndrome. So I had to like swipe to make sure you weren't on the wrong page or something. But
Well,
yes,
I will raise your I will see your 15, 20 minutes ago, and I will raise it to 5 minutes ago.
Time to the reading.
So imposter syndrome, maybe sometimes you got low self-esteem, you're not feeling the best. We all have those days. I feel like I'm at that day. I'm not feeling tippy
Yeah.
top shape right now. Missing my morning gym until my back and neck get straightened out. And I'm not really sharing that stuff with my daughters right now. I feel like I'm handling it pretty well. I probably talk about it most here.
Mhm.
But I do think about like the times when I'm like really like down in the dumps, those 1, 2, 3 out of 10 days, which I don't have often. But I am curious on like what my daughters would think of when they see that or what that looks like to them.
If they notice it in you,
Yeah.
or if you told them what it would look like.
If I well, like when I struggle, like when I'm struggling in a day, I'll say, "Man, dad's struggling today,"
Okay.
and I don't remember it ever, and I don't ever remember it resulting in them asking any questions. Just maybe I'll get an extra hug, which is really all that I need on those days.
Mhm.
But what I do find a big difference in is being vocal about it with Kristen. Like when you're having a bad day, normally I wear it by like, kind of maybe I'm sulking, maybe I'm silent, maybe like my face is like kind of my eyebrows are furrowed, walking through the house, trying to handle this and not bleeding it out and letting it affect. But
Yeah.
in the past, I think both of us have not communicated it, and it's just kind of like bringing down just the house vibe. And I feel like maybe you could relate to that
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's
based on
definitely
some
one of those things
conversations
when
we've
you
had in
get,
the past.
yeah, it's definitely one of those things when you get into that headspace and you're having trouble. Sometimes it's like, sometimes you feel like you need to lock it in and like deal with it, like and make the best of the day. But sometimes it's just very hard to get out of it. And you get yourself in this position where you're like, okay, I need to just let it go and make the best of the day and focus on the family. And so I'm just not going to talk about it because it's just going to make it worse. Me talking about it, me dwelling on it, like them asking questions and just going further and deeper down the rabbit hole. Um, like it's like, I don't know if counterintuitive is the right phrase, but it's like, so then you don't, and then it still kind of weighs on you. You don't say anything, so they don't know, and you just look like you're sulking for no reason. And every time they ask, like, "What's wrong?" You're like, "I'm fine." The little blow off, "I'm fine. Don't worry about it." Like it's a work thing, something like that. Uh, but yes, you're right. Like if you vocalize it, give it, 5 to 10, 15 minutes of power, let it turn into a conversation. It's usually the best way to get it out. That's what a lot of like, our conversations here involve that. A lot of my conversations like with the closer people that I'm closer with involve that. I have been getting better about doing a lot of that with my wife. She's not every day, but like a good amount of the days that I'm here, she and I jump on a call, like once she's done with her morning errands and once I'm done with my morning meetings. And that gives us both some space to, like I ask her how the morning was. So it gives her space to say, like, oh, it's really hard to get the kids out this morning, or, everything was fine. Like, or I didn't sleep well last night. And then, I take some time to kind of unload some stuff on her. And yeah, it just helps. Like it helps. It's like like we talked about, like people do like the number check-in. Like I'm 50%, I'm 60%. It's kind of like that. We don't put numbers on it, but it's our way of checking in with each other. And so that we know if we need to support or run interference or what have you when I actually get home. So yeah, do it. People, talk to your wives, talk to your husbands. So true. So true.
I'm seeing if I
Jason,
have,
sorry,
sorry.
go
Dad,
ahead.
do
I
the
was, I
reading.
was saying Jason's doing the reading right now, guys.
No,
Um,
I'm seeing if I have an entry anywhere in my last year's journal. If I have an entry here, I don't. So I wasn't particularly motivated.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure this is something we talked about with Ryan. Yeah, imposter syndrome. That's always something. It's definitely something that I felt earlier in years past, especially with like teaching and with art or making any. If you make anything, or if you make a habit of it, or make a hobby, or somewhat of a profession of it, it can hit hard. And we've talked in the past about like your inner voice, like how you talk to yourself, how that comes out with your kids. And the thought that always comes that I always come back to when I feel like that, like when I first started teaching, or maybe you thought of it when you first, your first few days in your job or first few months or years.
Mhm.
Just always that voice in the back of your head that is like, why do you think you can do this?
Yeah.
But what I always go back to is, has anybody ever told me otherwise? Has anybody ever vocalized these self-criticisms that you're feeling? The answer is no. Nobody has ever said, It's like, no, you don't belong in a classroom, or
Mm,
like you're really not you're really wasting your time following your art or whatever you're doing. Um, and nobody's ever said otherwise. Everybody, for the most part, has always been encouraging, and I feel like I've been encouraging in return too, because
yeah.
it's always cool when I see somebody making something. That's awesome when they're pushing it out and sharing it. That's what I get envious. I was like, wow, why can't I do that better
Mm.
and be as confident as they are? Um, and that's definitely something I've wrestled with in the past for sure.
Yeah, I mean, me too. Every time I think about posting something or putting it out there, there's a little bit of concern. But on the other side of that, having done some, like you said, no one's ever told me differently. Like I haven't ran into the negative. I imagine that's only when you get to a certain point, like where the real like negative or the trolly people come. Like for right now, like my social media is just friends and family and close people. Like I don't like have a lot of, it's not like I'm having a lot of followers or anything like that. So I think you get the negative when you get too big, when you get big, versus right now, essentially anything that you put out there, it's gonna be just found by the people that know you the most.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, like more often than not, if they know you the most, they know you on a face to face level, they're not gonna they're not gonna be mean about it. Like even if they didn't like it, they would just not say anything. Like generally, someone you've met face to face, someone you deal with all the time, someone you see in the school classrooms or me at work. Like if I put something out there or you put something out there, they're not going to be like, you know, really mean and tell you like, yeah, you don't belong here. Like um, they're going to know a lot more about your story, a lot more about who you are as a person. They're going to be in your corner. They're going to be, hyping you up or, saying good job and stuff like that. Especially like if you don't post and then all of a sudden you do post. Like I've noticed that having gone in and out of that, like with work and parenting and all the other stuff that I do, the working out, it's mostly what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you'd see the same.
Have you ever felt that stuff while parenting? It's like, wow, I'm really out of my league here.
I mean, I just felt that this morning when I read this page. Like you're just like, oh yeah. Like this one was one of those ones that like stung me a little bit because I do feel like my kids at times don't respect me. And so I was like really reading the words here and I'm like, okay, like this makes sense. Like they don't respect me because I'll say something to them and they've seen me not do it or they've seen mom not do it or the other sibling doesn't do it and like everything's okay. And honestly like it's fine with me that I say stuff and they don't follow through because at the end of the day like I believe a little bit more strongly that um I'd rather I'd rather just do it myself. Like I'd rather not fight the battle and like make it an uncomfortable situation. Like for instance, yeah, yesterday, so I had like a a proud parent moment and then like an like a followed right behind it with an unproud moment. So like I bring Brooklyn home from school and she walks right in and she just grabs a pan and tortillas and cheese and just starts making herself a quesadilla like completely unprompted, just like she worked the stove, she could do everything like she's been doing it. And on the weekend she made her sister one and her sister said it was the best thing ever, like even better than dad's quesadilla. And I'm like, oh, nice. That's awesome. Like complimenting your own sister, like your younger sister, it's a great thing. So that was all the pride. And then so she makes it, sits down and eats it. And then I went back into the kitchen to do something and there's just like a mess. Like the pan's there, the cheese bag is there open, the tortilla bag's there open. There's like and I'm just, hey, I just went over to her. I'm like, hey, Brooklyn, just want, hopefully you can come in and like, clean this up. I'm like, but in reality, like, I don't even care that you clean it up. I just really need you to understand that like cheese needs to be like closed and back in the fridge like as soon as possible. Like for me, when I do those kinds of things, like I don't even like I don't leave the cheese out while I'm cooking. Like I literally put it on and then like it gets ziplocked and in there while the cooking's happening. Like I'm like an instant person. Like stuff has to be put away. Like I put stuff away and clean while I'm cooking and before I'm eating. So in that moment, I think it's more of out of sight, out of mind. Like I'm cooking, they're around the corner in the living room. They're not even seeing everything. And I don't think I've involved them enough in like my cooking and the way I, like, but yeah, she was very much like, no, don't want to clean, like throwing a little sass at me. And I'm like, okay, I could turn this into like like I'm the parent, listen to me, child, or I could just like ziplock a couple of bags and put them away. Like what's the big deal? Like at the end of the day, I kind of think I'm trying to like think back to like the way that I was taught and raised. I still think the kids are just going to learn so much more from their first roommates. And if that's more of like a spouse, like if they go, without roommates for a long time and then they have like they're going to get checked by another person or they're just going to learn. Like it doesn't need to be something where I need to be like a yelling, nagging parent and ruin our relationship over like a bag of cheese.
It's just a little example of the bigger lesson there.
Yeah. And day by day, I hope it sinks in a little bit more. But at the end of the day, my thought is like, if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Can't let it ruin a day.
Yeah. Similar from yesterday. I'm glad I woke up for this. Similar yesterday. I have a sixth grade block where they get the same lesson, just different students. The first class, it's right before the next class, went great. We're just teaching them how to. We're just doing some weird sketchbook cover designs. First lesson went great, practicing like our signatures. We're using our names as like design guides. And I was like, okay, that went great. Why don't I just change everything and do a different version for the next class? And did not go well. And those are the times where it's like it's not that I'm like tripping myself up. It's more like, why do I do this thing where when something works out, I try to do something different? Kind of same with our kids, where it's like, I'll teach something to my kids, for example, cooking, or how to clean up the kitchen, where one day I'm like, super supportive. It's like, hey, this goes here, this is how you wash it. Then the next day I'm like, hey, I told you to clean this up. Why is this out here? So like one day is a great lesson, the next time not a lesson. And then afterwards I'm like, why did I do this differently? And on those days where I do things differently for whatever reason, in my head, I feel like I'm coming across like I don't know what I'm doing, or it's like the first time I did it, or I'm unplanned, or I didn't think things through. And that's the space that I really don't like being in. So it's all my fault. But at the same time, it's like they're probably going to forget this, or they probably really didn't. I'm assuming they didn't pick up on like my own feelings or my vibes or my feelings of inadequacy in my teaching craft or whatever. So yeah, one good, one bad. Kira did tell me yesterday at the end of the day that most of her grade thinks that I'm scary.
Oh, really?
Is that a win? I don't know if that's a win or not.
Scary, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could take it either way.
Well, I'm taking it as
don't fuck with you.
Maybe I have high expectations. But I mean, immediately when the kid's in my room, they notice that I joke around a lot. So
yeah.
I'm taking it as like a half win instead of being viewed as like a walkover.
I'm so bummed because like when you just said Kira said the other day, I like instantly my memory went to, and I know this is like a kind of like a flaw I have, but like my memory went to uh Brooklyn got in the car yesterday and said something to me, and I can't remember what it was like at all. I'm like blanking even saying this, but I remember laughing or like engaging with it so much that I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to tell Jason tomorrow." And like, dude, just gone. Like, cannot figure out what that was to save my life right now. So I wanted to ask her again today, but and then the other thought I had was I forgot that one too.
Write it down when you remember it. I do it all the time.
Well, like that thing that they say, like in communication, like one of the things that people tend to do is when someone talks, you're already developed, like the person that's listening. So I'm the speaker right now, you're the listener. The person that's listening tends to already like start forming their response, and they stop listening to the person who's speaking. I do that a lot. I don't know
do
if
that
you
a lot.
do. But I'm like you say the first like 3 sentences and I'm already like ready to like respond, but you keep going and I'm like, "Oh shoot, I'm not listening to what he's saying right now." And then like if I
I'm literally doing that right now.
it's like human nature. It's human nature, dude. And that's what I've just found my other point. What you were just talking about before that is human nature too. Like if you were to wake up every day and do the same thing the same way every day, like you'd feel like you're stuck in like this mechanical like time loop Truman Show kind of thing. Um so I think as humans we like purposefully subconsciously like do things different, like cook a different meal a different way the next day at a different time just to like make it so that we're not in the Truman Show.
Yeah, or keep things interesting.
Yeah, because in reality, like you could and should just like be able to say, look, every day I get up for work and I do this way. And even me with my like routine, like it still never like sometimes I just drive a different direction to get to work in the morning. Like
yeah, I've talked about that with like cycles, like habit cycles. 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and that 2 weeks is like the worst. So I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing at the moment? So speaking of what am I doing, I have to go shower. Let me see if I can loosen up this neck here.
All right, man. Sounds good. Thank you everybody for showing up and hanging out. It was a dead chat today, but that's totally fine. That just means we were rocking our conversation and you guys were listening intently to every word and not formulating your own sentence. So thank you. We appreciate you. Everybody go have a great day. If today is your Friday, you're awesome. Everybody else, I'm sorry. Like, get on it.
Just got one more day.
Thank you. Tune into Ryan's show in a couple hours. The Ryan and Ann show. Turn into the Ryan and Ann show in a couple hours.
The Ryan show.
All right, buddy. See ya.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time. What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning.